Hey guys, welcome back to this week's vlog about the 2B mindset with Beachbody. I am in week 3, so I wanted to kind of check in with you guys again. I want to start doing vlogs a little bit more frequently, like maybe 2 to 3 a week. I want to do one kind of just like a check-in like this one, maybe one about like what I'm eating and sort of like a show you how I meal prep, and then another one showing you how I work out. So exercise is completely extra credit on the 2B mindset. You don't have to do it. It's not even really part of the program. However, I did sign up for the Beachbody on demand, mainly because I miss working out. I just feel better when I move my body, and I'm now recovering from my leg injury, so I want to start strengthening my muscles and stuff again. Plus, summer's coming. I have a lot of really cool, fun trips scheduled, so I want to kind of build up my endurance in my legs and that kind of thing, so that if we decide to go hiking while we're in Jamaica or walk the Las Vegas Strip for hours and hours, I'm not going to be tired out and out of shape. So there's that. Having some protein coffee, so forgive the little interludes. So I wanted to share with you guys, I just grabbed my laptop, some things that my coach sent me this week that I thought we could kind of go over, that maybe it'll help you. I don't know if your coach, if you're doing the 2B mindset and your coach is as thorough. Like, I talk to my coach every day. It doesn't help that she's also my best friend, so it's sort of a match made in heaven there. But it's also, she's firm with me, she's realistic, and the best part is she's really motivating. And she's been really motivating throughout many aspects of my life. So I knew when this came up that it was going to be something really great, for not only for her, because she's so good at this, but also for me, because I need someone like her to help me with this. So these are some like review questions that she sent me, and so I kind of wanted to go through them with you guys here on camera. I'm also going to share it with her, so she'll see what's going on with me and that kind of thing. So let's jump in. To check in, so I'm on week 3. So far I've lost 6.8 pounds. I have had some fluctuation. I can look back at my tracking and see the days that I fluctuated are days that I ate more sodium rich foods, and days that I didn't drink enough water. So I can definitely say like the water is probably the biggest deal for me right now. It's also sort of the hardest thing. I mean, I drink a lot of water in general, but you're supposed to drink half of your body weight in water, like half of the body weight in water in ounces. And so that's been a bit of a challenge, because that's quite a bit more water than I normally drink. But on the days that I do manage to do that, I definitely see loss on the scale the next day. So to see like weight loss literally overnight is really motivating. So it helps to keep me in check when I want to have some stuff that's a little bit more salty, because I know I retain water really fast and really easily. So those are some things. So I just wanted to check in. So I have had some loss, which is awesome. But I mean, the best part is I feel good. I'm not stressing. We went out last night, took my son to see the Jurassic World movie because he's crazy about the Jurassic Park franchise. And, we were going to stop at Buffalo Wild Wings on the way home, and I thought, you know what, there's stuff I can have there. Like, I don't have to be Googling, like, what are the calories and this kind of thing. It's like making good choices and making sure my veggies are first. It's like I can go anywhere. Like, I can literally go anywhere and eat and be fine. So it's whatever. It's great. Okay, so her first question is, what are you feeling after this week? So there were days that I felt really like defeated and sort of stressed out, I guess, about it, because I would see the scale go up 1 or 2 pounds or even 3 pounds. And again, like I mentioned earlier, I knew when I looked back it was water retention, because I didn't drink enough water and I was having too much sodium. I know how my body operates with this kind of thing. Like, I know how I react to not getting enough water or retaining water, especially with my injury. The last ultrasound that I had and the last x-ray showed severe swelling. So there's that too. So I had moments of that, but I had so many moments of just like feeling great. My birthday was last Sunday. It was Father's Day also, and we had a party the night before with our friends, and it was like there was no stress about, oh, I'm having a cheat day because it's my birthday. Like I wasn't cheating. I was eating regular food. I made sure I had my veggies most and enjoyed my day. I mean, that's what makes this program so incredible. And I was so energized about that. Like I felt so great about that specifically because my birthday's always been a hard time. I feel like I can diet all the way from Thanksgiving to my birthday and be like golden. And as soon as my birthday hits, I kind of allow myself to go off the rails and I can't get back on till Thanksgiving. And that's sort of the beauty of living in New York City, is there are sirens nonstop. So I'm sorry about the sirens. So anyway, that's how I felt after this week. Was there were moments of elation, and then there were also moments of like, oh, I know better than that. How do you feel that this week went as far as nutrition goes? What are you committing to this week? Tracking more, hydrating more, less mindless eating. So as far as nutrition went this week, like I said, I did eat some foods that were a little too high in sodium. Meaning like I stir fried some spinach and broccoli one night, and I think I added a little bit too much soy sauce or a little too much adobo. It was very flavorful, but it was on the salty side. And I should have known right there that that was likely gonna cause some water retention. But I think I definitely am gonna be a little bit more mindful going forward on what I'm accessorizing with. So I love that she uses the word accessories to talk about like spices and seasonings and that kind of thing, because it really is like an accessory. It's not like the main part of the dish. We talk a lot in my online weight loss groups with cheese blankets, like, you know, having this great chicken breast and then putting a cheese blanket on it and really destroying the nutritional value. So that's something I thought was really cool about this. So that's something I need to be a little bit more in charge of, is what I'm accessorizing and how much I'm accessorizing with. There were I think 2 days this week that I literally just had an avocado for lunch, which I should really only be having a quarter of an avocado and some other stuff. It's just I was kind of having some stomach issues. I'm having some stress going on with my work, like my permanent job, and those kind of things. So it's just kind of, there was definitely some mindless eating. I don't feel like I went off the rails by any means, but I think I need to kind of rein in it a little bit and just be mindful of it. I don't think it needs to be tracking or, you know, obsession or anything like that. How has your mindset been this week? Are you feeling strong and aware? What are your practices? Gratitude, journaling, meditation, ? So my mindset this week has been one of sort of recoup, recovery, and recharge. So my permanent job is sort of up in limbo right now because I'm still injured. My doctor has not given me the clearance to go back to work. So I don't really know what that means for me financially going forward. So that's been a little bit stressful. So to kind of combat that, I started the Beachbody on demand. Even though I'm still injured, I'm trying to kind of do the things that I can. So I obviously can't do the planks. I can't really do a lot on my actual feet, but I can do a lot of the arm exercises, core, abs, butt, all that stuff. So that's made me feel really strong. I'm trying to be aware and stay present, like in reality, as far as my nutrition, as far as like my life, what my goals are. I've been trying to set weekly goals. I don't think so much about weekly weight loss. So the program encourages think 2 pounds at a time, which is great, and what I have been doing. So I haven't really been thinking too much about the actual weight loss portion of it. But I have been thinking about setting goals, like I want this whole week to be all like clean, good nutrition, and, you know, cut down on the days that I feel like, oh, should I have had that, or those kind of things. As far as practices goes, what I make sure I do kind of every day, my routine, is I make sure I get up and start my morning with a good breakfast. There have been days I've had some Greek yogurt, and that's been okay. I'm having a hard time with dairy, so I'm going back to my coffee, protein coffees, and that's been really good for me. As far as like putting my brain kind of to use, I've been trying to spend at least 30 minutes every day either listening to or reading something that's brain stimulating. I found that on YouTube, the TED Talks are really good for that, because they're usually between 20 and 40 minutes. And it really gives you like an outlet outside of yourself, like things to think about that aren't in your like direct frame of reference, I guess. And so that's been really helpful. I've had a really hard time on social media this week, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have too, looking at like the immigration things happening with all those children. Is just, it's heartbreaking. Now that I'm a mom, things with kids really affect me a lot harder than they ever did before, and I'm sure that's common, but that has been kind of heavy on my mind. So I find myself looking to things that make me happy. So I have started the baby steps into a new business venture, a new business for myself, and just kind of found peace in creation. So looking for creating new logos, you know, coming up with ideas for you guys, because I love making these videos. So that's something that I'm doing. I am also journaling quite a bit, kind of trying to organize my thoughts, organize my plans, organize my goals, because my brain is like always exploding with all these things that I want to be doing, but there just aren't enough minutes in the day to do them all right now. So I kind of been trying to practice that. The next one is, what is one habit you want to work on implementing or getting rid of this week? So I have two. The one habit I want to get into implementing is I want to work out every day. Even if it's just a quick 15-minute Beachbody on-demand video, or it's, you know, 30 minutes of some HIIT workout or something like that, whatever is I can tailor or adjust to suit my leg. I tried to do a little too much the other day and had to take kind of 2 days off exercising because I was so sore in my leg. So I definitely want to implement that. I feel like if I start doing small workouts every day, it's going to become a habit. So when my leg is healed, I can jump back into kind of bigger and better workouts, which I think will be great. And the one habit I want to get rid of this upcoming week is eating kind of after dinner, or eating dinner extremely late. So in our house, we generally have dinner between 7:30 and 8 p.m. and that's pretty late. There were several nights this week where we had dinner at like 9:30. Basically, I was having a lot of problems sleeping. So I would go to bed, I would have a terrible sleep. I would get up at 7:30 a.m., get my son ready for school, get him off to school, and then go back to sleep until 11 or 12 in the afternoon. So that I would start my day at 12 by having breakfast. I wouldn't have lunch until 4:35, and so then I wouldn't have dinner until 9:30. And so I want to get rid of that and get more into a natural and normal time frame and get better sleep. I've actually started wearing my Apple Watch again to sort of help track my sleep patterns, just to see what's going on, if I'm waking up a lot, because I wake up and I'm not really sure. I'm sure that I'm tired and I don't feel rested. So what action steps, big or small, do you have ready in order to reach these goals or establishing this positive habit? So I have carved out time. I have carved out time every day to work out, at least 30 minutes every day to work out. I also have set up both on my phone and on my laptop the Beachbody on demand. So it's very easy. All I have to do is just press the button and it pops right open for me, and it's easy, breezy, done. I also set alarms to remind myself at the time that I think is probably the best for me to work out, which is when my little guy's at school. However, he is going to be done with school next week, so it'll be a little bit, we'll have to kind of adjust from there. And then, you know, she always asks, do you have any specific questions for me? There have been a lot of questions this week, especially when it comes to exercise, because I have my leg injury and because I'm kind of dealing with some stuff with my medical history, I guess, that I wanted to know if they were okay to take, or these kind of things. So she's extremely accessible. So even though she's my best friend, I can contact her anytime anyway. As a coach, she's like that too, because that's how I initially met her. She was sort of the leader in one of my online weight loss surgery groups, and so she was able to sort of steer me down the right direction, and I had massive success with her kind of mentorship. So I know it's going to be the same, if not better now. So that's really, really cool. She gave me this cool quote, which I love. It says, "Each day of your life counts. A world-class life is nothing more than a series of well-lived days strung together with bravery and consistency." I mean, there's nothing but truth in that, right? Every day you have to make it the best day that you've got. it's like we've seen so much like death and destruction and tragedy in the world lately. It's been going on for a long time, right? But I feel like if you make every day like your best day, when you look back at your life, you're gonna have so many best days, right? You're gonna have so many days where you're like, you know, even if it's not leaving the house, or if it's, you know, just hanging out doing whatever you want, as long as it's making you like happy and you're feeling good, it's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a best day. And what I'm finding now is what I thought made my best days, we're making good days. But what makes my best days, what makes me really like tick, is when I feel like I'm growing and I'm learning and I'm progressing as a person. So when I look back at this last week, the days that I feel like were my best lived days, that I'm just like, are the days that I was doing that I was goal setting, that I was reaching, that I was learning, that I was, you know, even days that I was failing, but I was learning from my failures. Those all feel like steps up to like, you know, my best life. And it's true, the best life is just really good days all stuck together. So that's all I have for you guys today on the To Be mindset. So stay tuned. I'm gonna have another video coming up right away talking about what I eat, and we'll go from there. So see you later, guys. Bye.